I know, I look crazy, but we're when it matters. We're back to the battles. Hey, today's episode: tomatoes and lesbians, hoes. I will depip your apple. And what you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you?
I must not give in to these fantasies of weakness. Doubtless this is some charm laid on me by an evil shaman, evil sorcerer. Only the chase has meaning.
Yeah, keep running. Look, I'm in the outback where it's spooky. Wildcats still pursue me like owls do to the rats and the clouds do when I'm moody. Proud dads to Suzuki's, you backed out and amuse me. I'm good hair from I tear your whole crown flat. From I'm in the outback with no neighbors, giant snakes and the gators. You feel fear in your veins ever since the moment you came in. Heat raises the stakes and baked meat is the fragrance. I reign here from a day you to doubt that. From I'm in the outback with my chest out, I'm the best out. Who's next? Put you through the test, do to chew your neck out. When you eat through tube and bed bound, from I eat mountains for breakfast. Keep rounds in these
Yo,
hecklers
shout out to
embedded
everybody out
into
there
my
who's
flesh
watching
like a
this.
nice
Subscribe
cat.
to the
From
channel.
I'm
He's
in
doing
the
big
outback
things. My
with
man
the days
Cammy.
that kill women
It's your
and
man
kids.
Caps, aka Angry Fan Man. We up out of here, man.
Hey yo, what's good? Cammygbr, we are here. We are back with the battles. Oh man, right. First things first, I want to get over. I'm so glad we have the conversations back, and it just makes it more of a show. Like the little jokes here and there, the conversations about it all. Yes, love that shit. Absolutely love that shit, man. Like it's what just makes it funner. I want Bobby and Bizzle laughing. That little. This is Bizzle Bond. You know what we want to see. Bizzle Bond co-hosting. Let's fucking go. This was a great episode, I'll be honest. And I think it's great because of the shock value. The height, the controversy. I'm like, bruh, what the hell? I've literally recorded this. I've come straight from the couch to here to talk right into it. A lot to be said. So good that my camera said, back the fuck up. We've got a lot to say. So, let's get to it, right? I love the episode. I love the conversations. How do we feel about the studio? So, this was, like, as you see, I'm there at the event and whatnot, and it was the first time using that studio. And, you know, the audio is great. Like, it's you hear exactly everything that the battle rappers are saying, and you know it's a proper studio. So you're walking in there, and the ground is soft. Like you don't hear footsteps, you don't hear nothing. It might muffle the crowd a little bit, but I mean we're here to listen to the raps at this point. Like you know, it's going to be a shock, but I think we will get used to it. I think we will. I like the studio. People were saying it was looking a bit bare, but to be honest, on the second day, people were in and out. So it wasn't always everyone together for the battles like the first round. So I don't expect all the crowds to be there. And before, they were rapping at pretty much at the wall with some people at the front because there's more space in the back. It's like a whole pit. Like there's a stage bit. We're in the bottom part of the pit. There's a step up. Since we're here, there's a whole area behind. So it it does look more spacious. But here there were still people around. Yeah, I was sitting on the nice comfy couches. I'll be real. I was having a ball. And but no, I liked it personally, and I look forward to seeing more of the battles with it. It's battle rap. It was a shock for people when going in. It's like, oh, this is different. This isn't the why isn't everyone at that place on top of the bar? No, this is a studio. So I liked it personally, but just a good vibe, and I like the like the shirts on the wall, how funky it is, the lighting. I think it pronounces them really well. It's just a good time, honestly. Well, that being said, man, I'm glad that we're back to the battles and all that. I guess let's talk about the battles. The first battle is DeBark versus Pedro. This was just fun. I actually thought Pedro was going to be in the tournament after jumping in last minute. I thought, you know what, if Pedro just comes in, says nothing, and raps 3 times in 3 months and is on his way to $3,000, fucking good for him. But it looks like it was like a one-time thing for the fun of it, and just so DeBark can perform, which, you know, I respect that. And DeBark, man, DeBark, he a sneaky devil. A sneaky devil. Hold on, let me make sure I get my hat up right, and my hat and my hood and my earphones over the top like I'm traveling. DeBark, you know, considering the short prep, he was able to weave the material into relating to Pedro and back into the material, and that takes a particular talent in battle rap. So give that man the credit. DeBark, he gonna be dangerous. I'm just saying it. I said this before about another battle rapper. I'm saying it again. DeBark will be dangerous. Just keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. Don't take him for granted. You know, that's what battle rap is, man. Don't take it for granted, because anyone can win it any day with 60-second rounds. Anyone can win with 60-second rounds. But, you know, I think Pedro with the classic lines, even the pips, are just hilarious. There's so much that was, I think he was calling him an Israelite. And then, like, Pedro, like, you know what, it was vintage Pedro, and it was someone who was taking him seriously, so you got magic from the battle. So a good look from both, honestly. But let's talk about these controversial ones, shall we? Let's start off with Hulk versus Briggsy. So this came up after a little break in the conversation, all that. This came up, and I'll tell you what. Let's do something fun here. This is we're gonna keep this in the edit. I'm gonna go back on my notes that I took at the time for this battle. God, I take a lot of notes. Here we go. Going back, and because I took notes of this battle, but just because I was always like, I felt in the building. So what did I say here? A good back and forth, but Briggsy seemed to have shorter rounds than Hulk through the battle, where Hulk kept consistent. So I felt, even watching it, sorry Briggsy, I felt that Hulk won it. I'm watching that now. I still believe that, but I think Briggsy was maybe saying more, but it just felt, again, it felt like Briggsy had like 55-second rounds, which is fine. It's still that 60 seconds. It just felt like Hulk had more. Maybe it's the pacing of Briggsy that it felt like it was all rushed into it. If Briggsy just took, like, you know, just even slowed it down a little bit and just sort of like utilized the time a little more, it might have felt more complete, because Briggsy was saying a lot. And, you know, I would say the battle, no matter which way it goes, it's all in the second round. I think Hulk gets the first quite convincingly, and Briggsy gets the third quite convincingly, and it's all in the second round. And I like, vibe check for me would have said that Hulk won it, but I know Briggsy said a lot. It's just the way that it cuts, like the round finishes. It just went, oh, I felt like I could have got just a little more from Briggsy, a little more of that gabagoo, but like it seemed to go over with the judges, and like it wasn't as if the material didn't get crowd reaction and things like that. Like it did. Like it did the job. It was just a bit of a controversial one, but you know that's ignited heel Hulk, and I am so here for heel Hulk. I'm so here. This is actually the battle where you know, where the box break episode on me and Briggsy. It happened on this one. This was on version 2, and then it happened. That's where the Hulkamania bar comes from. So like that seed from about 5 weeks ago, coming back now, brilliant. So yeah, like that That's why that's my intro, because I did that in the what you gonna do when Hulkamania run wild on you? Like, that's all. So but I just, like I said, it's close battle, and I won't tell anyone at the wrong for having Briggsy winning. Like, Briggsy did well and did so much better than the first one, obviously. It's just on general vibe check, I was like, oh, and like I said, even on the poll, like, I was like, okay, I think I've got Hulk 2-0 just. Like, the second is close, but it's rightfully debatable. That's probably the best way to put it. It should have been debatable from the jump. It rightfully is, even if it was in a crowd and other people. But okay, let's get on to the other controversial battle. Oh my god. Let's go, Kick. like I knew this battle was close in the building. And again, let's have another look at my notes. Let's have a look at Cammy's notes again. So I knew this battle was going to be close because just like everyone sleeps on Kick. Everyone sleeps on Kick, unfortunately. So this is how I had it at the time. Okay, Dub T versus Kick Nelly. First goes to Dub T due to being more direct and having more punches. The second goes to Kick for having more reaction in his third, with the tomatoes line in particular. Third goes to Dub T, as it might have been his best round. So even watching it back, like there's a lot of the name flips, which Stro rightfully said. There was like Bobby rightfully said, a lot of name flips, a lot of the Kick stuff. I appreciate the wrestling bars. That's probably why in the building I had him winning. But I can't lie, they're probably right. They're probably right in having a Kick win that. Like, just more ground was covered with Kick. However, it's depending on what you like, and you know, Soulcan is, as a judge, is someone that likes the extra stuff. That's just him. Even Bobby likes, and I say the extra stuff, I don't mean just like punches or rapping, and I like, except he just likes covering more ground. So does Bobby. And Jamie Maverick, absolutely, it does like the punches and the craft and whatnot. And like, the Hitman bar was great from Dub T. Like, I appreciate the spear, but just Kick just has his way with the crowd, man. Like, this is what I want to see in Kick. This is big for Kick, and I want to see him ride the momentum, honestly. Like, considering where he could have been and what is almost expected from Kick. I'm so glad to see that Kick kind of is getting a bit more of the recognition he deserved, and Kick was able to be one of the great things with Kick in this battle. He was unpredictable without being unpredictable. So I mean that, like, it's rather what's gonna, it's not what's gonna happen or what's he going to do extra. It's, oh, where is he going with it? It's a different way of being unpredictable. And you know, even with the tomato stuff, I didn't know where the fuck he was going with it, and then he went with it, and then everyone went crazy for it. So like, Kick really showed out. I'm actually really proud of Kick for what he done there, and it makes that so much more exciting. Now I want to make this clear as well, and I'll save this thought just for the end here with this Dub T battle. You're probably thinking, okay, Dub T is one of the prospects of Premier Battles, has been, and is someone who's, as they've rightfully said, heralded as one of the favorites. Peep what's happening. This will be the peek behind the curtain now, right? Bloodstro isn't burying Dub T. Not at all. He's not burying him by any means. It's not saying this is, you should have done this, you should have done that. What Bloodstro is doing there, he's building the story for Dub T. He's building this. Now the tension thicker than German guard dogs, right? Now he, as he said, has to beat Crow. Bro, I'm mad I didn't see it. I'm mad I didn't see that battle. Now he has to beat Crow. It has to rely on the result of Kick versus Red Wolf. There's stakes now. And what Stro is doing is highlighting the stakes of the and this was the whole point. This is where that video I did about the Premier Battles tournament and what it could have been. This is what it was about. It's building stakes and building story. So no, if Dub T's thinking that he's getting a bit of a harsh dealing, no, I'm excited to see Crow versus Dub T, to see if Dub T wins or not. See if is Dub T out? Like, bro, like I didn't make it to the next recording. Did Dub T, did he lose? Crow is super consistent. Crow knows exactly what to do to win a battle. How did Dub do it? Dub has become one of the most, like, the next battle to watch, it will be Dub's battle. There's your caveat, and there's the joy of this style of tournament. Man, couldn't believe it. I'm so happy for Kick, but like I'm happy for Dub to have this level of interest going into it. I'm hyped to see what Dub's next battle is. I'm walking away going, oh, that's a controversial week. Oh, but this is the storyline. So no, this isn't Dub being put under or anything like that. This is keep an eye on Dub. Like Dub's got a fight. And third round from Dub T, the projection was up. I remember noticing a difference between Dub in the first and second, and then that third. Like the third, he just went upward and third. This I would want to see that like all three. Like if he had the first round material with the projection of the third round, I think he probably wins it, and I think it's that simple. However, as it didn't happen like that, and it was close enough, they found the argument for Kick to win because Kick did other things. Oh, spicy. That's at least my perception of the battle and whatnot, and on how. And just to say, this week was a great week, a great episode, and I already have Bloodstro in my DM saying, "Great episode, huh? Great episode." Yes, it was a good episode, sir. I see your text. It was a good episode. Cammygbr, man. I appreciate you guys. This week, I'm actually hopefully going to do that live stream. I keep telling you I'm doing it. I'm hopefully doing it, and I'm trying to plan things. I want to do a Pokemon video. I want to do Battle Rap Nuzlocke. I'm trying to work it out. I think it would be fun. Maybe I just play it and then I'll edit it and make it like a storyline or whatever. Maybe I'll do something like that or whatever. I'll figure it out. But I just thought, yeah. I think it's Wednesday is what I plan to do, the battle rap bingo, essentially. But I also want to do a tier list of all of the Plague diss tracks. So we're just going to sit, listen to them, and then it's battle rap bingo time where we get drunk. So with that being said, Cammygbr, we are here and we are out. See you guys Wednesday and next week.
I feel just how